So listen, the rumors are true. There is a 3-step formula that if you apply correctly, gives you the highest chance in losing your next 10 pounds in the next 4 weeks without restricting carbs. This is the fastest way to break through a fat loss plateau. It's time to make your body a fat burning machine. Before you keep watching, I want to make this super clear. This video is only for people who have a full-time job, want to lose 10 pounds, and don't want to waste their money spending $300 a week on an in-person trainer just to get meh results. This 3-step formula is going to help you lose body fat, get motivated, and achieve your dream body. Before I share, let me show you why it's so easy to fail on a fat loss journey. Keto works for a few weeks until you realize carbs are just way too good to give up forever. Here's what's also really dangerous about keto. Potential nutrient deficiencies from limited food groups, vitamin C, magnesium, potassium, side effects like keto flu, bad breath, high cholesterol, just to name a few. Challenges with sustainability in social situations. Are you really gonna say no to birthday cake? Makes no more sense. You're gonna say no to chocolate and ice cream forever? Sounds pretty boring to me. Here's another reason why it's so easy to fail. 88 million adults in the United States of America age 18 and over are at risk of developing type 2 diabetes. 88 million. That represents 34.5% of the whole adult population in the US. That means you have a 33% chance of developing diabetes if you don't make a change in your eating, training, and/or lifestyle. That's not the only alarming stat either. Approximately 73% of adults in America were labeled as overweight in 2022. Let's face it, you are set up for failure, and it could potentially get worse before it gets better. Let me tell you why this is happening to you and your loved ones. When you have celebrities like Oprah following a liquid diet and losing 67 pounds over 4 years just to put it all back on and boom her way back up to 237 pounds, when she realized the liquid diet wasn't sustainable, she put it back on. She put all the weight back on. That's a problem for someone like you. Now that happened all the way back in 1988. And only recently in 2019, she was diagnosed with pre-diabetes. So she went on Weight Watchers to lose another 42 pounds. Weight Watchers. Now, although she didn't reveal in public that she was taking Ozempic to lose the weight, she did reveal that she was taking a weight loss drug in an interview with People back in December. Without going too much down a rabbit hole, Oprah was on the board of Weight Watchers until recently she just stepped down. She did an interview with Jimmy Kimmel just recently talking about why she left. Her decision to part ways with Weight Watchers was due to her desire to be able to talk about whatever she wants to talk about regarding weight loss issues. Interesting. Her exit from the company's board came after she revealed in 2023 that she was taking a weight loss drug. Hint, hint. Weight Watchers have just recently announced a program called the Weight Watchers GLP-1 program, which will allow Weight Watch members to use drugs such as Ozempic to lose weight. You can make up your own mind. When one of the most influential people from the 21st century starts losing weight and you find out that pills, liquid diets, and weight loss drugs was the reason why she lost it, no wonder why you're in trouble. I don't blame you for being confused and lost. Whatever you do, don't do these 2 things. Number 1, don't get blindsided by the fact that you can spend $936 for 1 month's supply of Ozempic to lose weight. You can do that right now. Number 2, don't be a Sarah. When a celebrity or your favorite Instagram influencer promotes a drug, a pill, or a shake, I want you to run away. Run far away. Block, delete, whatever. No wonder 73% of the population is unfit, unhealthy, overweight, and obese. Look at where we get our information from. You do not live the life of a celebrity or an Instagram model. I know these influencers. I spent quality time with them. They don't live like you. They'll eat 1 to 2 times a day, get paid to take photos. They'll use whatever drug to continue the cycle to look their best. That's what's bringing in the dollars after all. You are not an IG model. This is not you. I can go on forever. You probably just want to eat good food, feel good, be a role model for your family so you don't end up on dependent weight loss drugs or even worse, diabetic medication forever. I don't blame you for your struggles. You never got educated on how to lose weight properly. You never got educated on how to lift weights safely. They don't teach you this in physical education at school. You're not set up for fat loss success. So if you decide to do keto, get on Ozempic, or follow your favorite IG model's posts, you're making a huge mistake. You would essentially be choosing a quick fix to aid a long-term problem. So if you decide to go down that route, sure, you'll lose a few pounds, have a night out with your girls, feel good, but chances are you don't get the body you want long term, you don't go to the beach in a bikini with confidence all the time, and chances are you know when you look in the mirror you're damaging your health. So by choosing any of these quick fix methods, you're setting yourself up for failure from day one. So what do? You have to follow a plan that works. Yes, but works for you and you only. It's the C word, customization. And I know we can all agree that building your dream body doesn't just happen overnight, especially with all the conflicting information out there. You need customization. You need a customized plan that suits your lifestyle. You need a customized plan that is revolved around you. I know because I've helped 242 women lose 25 pounds and keep it off in the last 2 years. I know because over 10 years of specializing in body transformations, not one of my clients restricted carbs or went on a shake diet. I know because having opened 2 gyms impacted millions of people online, most people want to be heard, understood, and guided. You can't put a price on that, let alone a pill. You're probably afraid that you're going to get stuck forever in this cycle too. You're probably afraid that you're going to get this average body, settle for this average looking dress that you probably don't want to wear, and you're going to let life pass you by. You're probably thinking, why am I 30 but I feel like I'm 60? Why do I wake up in the morning with no energy to do any of the things I want to do? Honestly, Megan thought like that too. When she first messaged me to lose 35 pounds and get rid of her depression from not looking after her health and well-being, she was lost. She desperately needed to change, but didn't know who to ask and what to do. Megan struggled with knowing how much to eat, and she never cooked. Most of the time she was ordering Uber Eats for her husband and kids. After following a flexible dieting plan with us, she was able to lose 45 pounds, get in this dress she hasn't worn since high school, and now she has more confidence in who she is than ever before. You're probably thinking, this sounds too good to be true. A customized plan is not going to fix me. You're probably thinking, no matter how much training I do, how much cardio I do, how much calories I restrict, you'll never lose belly fat. That's exactly what Angela said about her belly fat. She spent years feeling stuck, confused, and ashamed of her belly fat. It would affect her confidence to a point where she didn't want to leave the house. She had no motivation to dress up, meet new people, because of how she felt in her body. After 16 weeks following the Dream Body training system that showed her how to use the gym equipment properly, including video tutorials on how to do each exercise, she was able to lose 8 kilograms in 12 weeks and get into her dream dress. Now you're probably thinking, Coach Pat, this is not the right time. Insert excuse here. Look, these are the most common excuses I hear from women who are allergic to sexy dresses, bikinis at the beach, and walking around with unshakable confidence. I don't have time to work on my fitness goals. I work 60 hours a week and I have 3 kids. I don't have money to invest in my fitness. I have to pay for bills. I need to save up for a car. All my leftover money goes to my kids. You don't understand. Introducing Leanne. This is one of my clients. She lives in Palestine. She sent me a text on the 29th of January asking me about what I do. And then she asked me how can she join the program to not just look after her physical body, but her mental well-being. This is what happened a year later. Hello DTA, my abs are showing. That's my win. Now, as you know, there's a war going on that side of the world. But that didn't get in the way of Leanne making a decision to change. That is probably the worst time to decide to start a fitness journey, wouldn't you agree? She could have easily continued procrastinating. She could have easily not looked after her mental health. She could have easily not taken any action. She's in the middle of a war. She can't leave the house. She doesn't have access to the gym. She doesn't have any equipment at home. It's almost impossible to make money over there. Every day could literally be her last.
We are separated. In Palestine, we have 2 sides. One side is the Gaza Strip. The Gaza Strip is like another place. Like here we can move, but not freely, but we can move. We can go by, but it's hard sometimes because there's restrictions.
So we had to get creative with her. We developed a game plan for her that was very specific to what she had, even though it was limited. We were training from home with limited equipment. We gave her daily encouragement and support to keep her accountable during the craziest time of her life. We gave her a flexible dieting system specific to what was available in her house. If she can do it in a war, what's your excuse? So now, let's go over the 3-step formula so you can start seeing success. You're going to learn what customization truly looks like for you. I spent years trying to figure this out by myself until I finally hired my first online coach, which allowed me to buy back my time. I was a shy, skinny, insecure kid with big dreams. But big dreams, just like a car without gas, doesn't get you anywhere. So here's what happens when you follow the DTA system. These are all the clients that have gotten results with the DTA system, and you are no different. I am very proud of them. If they didn't take action, invest into the best versions of them, maybe they never figure it out. Maybe they put on more weight. Maybe they develop an even more unhealthy relationship with food, and maybe they rely on medication for the rest of their life. Let's just make sure that doesn't happen to you. So let's go over the 3 steps. The first step is to follow a structured training system. So number 1, the DTA Dream Body Training System. This comes first because without it, your metabolism slows down even more than it has, especially if you have kids. Because there's two types of ages. You have your biological age and your metabolic age. Your biological age is the age that you see in your birth certificate. However, you probably feel 10 times more older than what you see there. So you might be 30, but you feel like you're 50. That's your metabolic age. A lower metabolic age typically suggests a more efficient metabolism, while a higher metabolic age may indicate that one's metabolic rate is slower than expected for their age group, aka you. So the more muscle on your body, the faster your metabolic rate, that will help you improve your metabolic age. In other words, you wake up in the morning with oozing energy as opposed to what you're doing now probably, which is snoozing your way through life. Our dream body training system requires individuals to lift weights with good form, have structured sets and reps with the intention to build muscle and lose body fat. The second step is to have a flexible dieting system. Now here's what we know, 73% of adults in America are overweight or obese. We also know that portion sizes in America at your local food court is disproportionately different to a food court in Japan. No wonder why the Japanese obesity rate is only 4.6%. Enter in macros. You may have heard of this term before. Macros, short for macronutrients, are the fundamental components of your diet: carbohydrates, protein, and fats. By tracking and balancing these nutrients, you optimize energy intake, support muscle development, and manage appetite, making this the #1 system I use for sustainable fat loss. These are some of the foods my clients eat. Does this look like dieting? Does this look like boring chicken and broccoli? Does this look like keto where you can't have your favorite carbs? Notice how they didn't take out their favorite foods? Pizza, pancakes, ice creams, you get to keep it. When the plan is customized and you're accountable to the numbers, you will see fat loss results over time. One of the most important numbers when it comes to macronutrients is your protein intake. Most women are deficient in protein intake. The amount of protein needed for women to support muscle building and fat loss can vary, depending on factors such as activity level and overall calorie intake. However, a commonly recommended guideline for protein intake to support muscle building and fat loss is about 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, you would want to increase your protein intake from anywhere from 120 to 170 grams of protein per day. Most women are well under that. Can you now see why 73% of the population are unhealthy? You cannot outtrain a poor, unbalanced diet. Enter in the flexible dieting system, the same system that has helped 242 women lose 25 pounds to keep it off. The third step in achieving permanent changes is next level support. You can go on my Instagram right now and binge all my exercises and create a training program. But the biggest problem is, will you follow it? For how long? What results can you expect from doing this? What if you don't see changes as fast as you want it? What will you do then? Why isn't the scale moving as fast as you need it to be? And it's been 2 months. This is where people hit the panic button. That's why the most important step is next level support. You need someone to push you, tell you to keep going, guide you, support you, encourage you, keep you on the right track until successful, tell you that it's okay to go out with your friends and have a birthday cake, show you that your body is changing despite the scale not dropping as fast as you want it to be. You're not a robot that can just tick a few boxes and expect to be happy. That's not how body transformation works. Humans are emotional. We are emotional creatures that need hand-holding, pep talks, and discipline spoken into us. There's no shame in asking for help either. I have a mentor for my fitness, my relationships, and my health. Without next level support, you just have a piece of paper that has a whole bunch of words for training. You have another piece of paper that has a whole bunch of recipes. These are just words on a piece of paper. See, when you incorporate these 3 steps, that's when you find the sweet spot. This is where you lose your belly fat. This is where you drop your dress sizes. This is where you get back control. This is where you wear that bikini in summer without second guessing yourself. Now, can you see what happens when you have the dream body training system that is specific for fat loss results? Can you see what happens when you have a flexible dieting approach so you can look at food like fuel and not have food control you? Can you see what happens when you have a customized plan and next level support to keep you accountable so you can see results? Doesn't it annoy you that someone like Oprah can spend millions of dollars, take weight loss drugs, and zap away to weight loss problems just like that? Doesn't it frustrate you that someone like Leanne, who lives in the middle of a war zone, can still commit to her fitness journey with next to no money and still make it work and still invest into her mental health? Doesn't it inspire you when you see someone like Angela lose her belly fat, lose 8 kilograms, get in her favorite dress, look in the mirror and actually feel proud of herself? Doesn't it inspire you when you see someone like Elaine get in her bikini for the first time ever? Just look at her man, look how proud he is. This is one of my clients, Liliana. She lost 55 pounds. She didn't even know what a macro was before she joined. This is her training program with simple instructions to follow. This is her macros. These are her results. These are our conversations. See, when you have this level of accountability and structure, it will be impossible not to win. Let's have a look at what she had to say.
Then I message Pad, and Pad it's been helping me a lot. And I recommend DTA from the bottom of my heart. It really works.
When you have the Dream Body training system, you never have to worry again. You can start going shopping again without dreading the experience. You can now enjoy summer and have an active social life. You can be confident around your partner with or without clothes. One of the biggest misconceptions about having an online trainer is that we're not there to support you because we're not there in person physically. That's exactly how Jessica felt before she joined. She went from an XL to an L in 4 weeks after getting customized coaching from me. It's because I was a virtual trainer in her back pocket. Apparently, when I go back to Dubai, I owe her a shopping spree. Another misconception is that one-on-one coaching is super expensive. You know what's super expensive? Hiring an in-person trainer for $200 a week that is only there 3 times a week, that only gives you a subpar meal plan, that when you look in the mirror and you realize nothing changes and you realize you have to pay more to get more one-on-one time, that's freaking expensive. I know because I was an in-person trainer too for the longest time. I felt guilty because I couldn't give my clients the attention they needed to see results. That's why I created an app, which includes a communication platform, empowering training program modules so you can do this from your home, local gym, or even when you travel. You know what's even more expensive? Ozempic, weight loss pills, your favorite influencer's $100 a month program that gives you customized training, which means find something on Google and give it to you. People will spend thousands of dollars for years to not see any results. People will buy gym memberships as a donation and not even show up because they don't know what to do. What's even worse is that your health declines and you end up on health medication for diabetes, high cholesterol, and an array of potential health concerns. One of my clients, Cindy, labeled herself a walking pharmacy. As a single mum, she was investing every dollar into medication. She was 24 and didn't think she was going to get to 30. Look what she had to say here.
I had type 2 diabetes, so I've been able to get off type 2 diabetes medication or insulin. I was on every single medication you could think about in regards to just mental health wise and stuff. I think that's been one of the biggest factors in my life. Not only that, but I've been able to just lose weight and be able to educate myself and build a healthy relationship around nutrition, foods. So I had a really unhealthy relationship with carbs, so I'm really glad to be able to lose weight while still eating carbs. And on top of that, just overall my life experiences, my confidence, and just my persona of a human being and just how I see life that right now has changed.
So when she joined the Dream Team Academy, she realized how much she was saving just by learning about nutrition and health. After 10 months, we lost 25 pounds and got her off all her medication. From here, there's only 2 paths you can take. Path A, you try to figure this out on your own. Keep following quick fixes and hope that you'll be able to stay consistent and get long-lasting results. I've seen thousands of people waste their money on products and pills, and I don't want that to be you. Which leads me to path B, your second option, is to book in a call with me by clicking the calendar link in the description below. This is where I'll show you how to get your own customized plan. That means you'll get an insight on how the Dream Body training system, the flexible dieting system, and next level support looks like specifically for you. Look at the support and the love my community brings. Imagine what that would be like if you had those type of people in your corner cheering you on. So if you're actually committed to your health and fat loss goals this year, book in a call below. You owe it to yourself to achieve everything you've ever dreamt of. And I'd love to help you make that happen. I'll see you on the call.